Hi everyone, welcome to Ghost Prime Reviews. Before we get started, I want you to hit that thumbs up button, hit the thumbs down vote button if you have to, comment on anything you see in this video, and let's take a look at Jackpot. He is from the Golden Disc Collection. He is a updated version of an Action Master figure that actually was originally a Ferrari Testarossa, if I'm remembering correctly, but he was done up in yellow and black and orange, just like this. He is a repaint of Jazz with a brand new head sculpt. Now the head sculpt does have some issues, which I'll get into later. He does have a partner, and it's a repaint also of Pterodon. I think that's what it's called. Pterodon, the little dinosaur bird gun axe thing that we got in Siege. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get to the review. All right, and a quick look at the packaging. Tragedy did strike right here. My phone fell, landed on top of the box, and put a big hole in it, which I kind of pushed in as much as I could. Well, better the box than my phone. So this is another half of the bottom of the disc for the Jackpot and sights. Here is the previous one that I received, which was the Puffer. As you can see, the box is much larger. This is to accommodate 2 deluxes, and this is 1 deluxe and a core class, Legends, I guess. We still have 2 more to go. It, of course, does come with some instructions, which done up in the standard Kingdom colors. You also get Pterodon folded up like this inside the packaging. A blast effect piece, which is orange, yellow-orange. The gun, which is just Jazz's gun, which is painted in a nice blue color to match Pterodon's. And you get Jackpot himself. So adding all the accessories together, just do a quick turnaround in robot mode. And yeah, I mean, he looks pretty good. I like the color breakup. The bright orange shows up. Very reminiscent of that Generation 1 Action Master toy. All the same colors are there. I wish I had the Action Master to compare. Unfortunately, I don't. I do really enjoy the color breakup on this guy. There's enough to set him apart from Jazz, so he doesn't look super Jazz-like, but you know, that chest you just can't get around. However, he looks very nice. So let's get into some close-ups on him. Okay, starting off with that head. Now, the head sculpt itself is actually pretty good. It's just not put together right. And if you look on the side of his head right there, you can see the back end of a Ferrari Testarossa, which is what his alt mode was in Generation 1. It is a very interesting sort of thing that even has the back of the Ferrari Testarossa on the head. I don't have the Generation 1 to compare, but it might be the same. I don't know, but he has a car head. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I dig it. I like it a lot. He's got a really nicely sculpted face. I just wish that it did fit together a little better. It's a really high ball joint, so you get a lot of really good articulation from it. Just a lot of good articulation. Now, moving on down, you do get his chest. Of course, it's the Jazz chest, but it is painted yellow here. He has orange headlights. He got a sort of a pinkish color Autobot logo. And his abdomen here is red, black. So you just kind of move on down. You can see the color breakup on him. He actually, color-wise, looks pretty good. I definitely dig the color. All right, that was weird. One of my lights went out. So let's take a look at sights here, or Pterodon, as he was originally called. Of course, the easy transformation, which I just did, is super simple. He's either an axe. He can also transform into a gun, which is reminiscent of his Generation 1, I guess, Action Master. It's not his, but Sight's Generation 1, which is really cool. But one thing you can't do, and they could have modified this, is in the original one, you could actually fit with the gun and actually have a long gun. They could have done that. Kind of an oversight on this. I'm kind of disappointed about that. But he can actually hold him as a gun, which is cool. I like that, and I think it really fits as an update to this character. Usually, I don't think they could really shoehorn Action Masters into other characters. This one really works. I really like this one. So let's do a quick comparison. You should already know how this guy both transforms and articulates. He has all the same articulation as Jazz. And if you want to see that Jazz video, please take a look down there. I will have it linked so you can see how it transforms and how it articulates. Here he is next to Jazz. Now, my Jazz has been toy haxed. I did buy the toy hax labels for Jazz just to jazz him up a bit. So he looks really good, but as you can see, they are exactly the same. Besides the head, they are exactly the same in every way. There was no other remolding on him, just the head. And for another comparison, let's take off Pterodon here and put him back into his pterosaur mode. So there he is right there. Come on, stand up. There he is next to the original Pterodon. As you can see, this one has way more paint than this does. But as a side note, this doesn't cost any more than an actual deluxe, which is pretty cool. You kind of get this for free. So I have zero complaints about him having no paint on it. So I will be right back getting this guy transformed. And here he is. He is just a repaint of Jazz, but he looks gorgeous. The black, yellow, and red. The up here is the transparent plastic, so you need to be very careful in transforming him. This is sort of an eyesore. I don't like that at all. They could have at least matched it or had it black. I would have preferred that. Otherwise, though, I like the color. I like how the feet show up in orange in the back. Although it's really good. You got the orange at the back. You got it's balanced. It's a really balanced color. I would like a little bit of a maybe racing livery on this guy. Again, maybe Toy Hack could do that. However, gorgeous. Just really did a great job at making him look like just a really nice car. Like I said, Porsche 935s are one of my favorites, so I dig this. Now, Pterodon here, you can put him in the 5mm port on the top of the car, so you get something that looks, kind of like that. And, that's okay. What I would like to have seen is them remold this a little bit to have some place to put the other gun. As it is, you can only have one gun on at a time, either Pterodon or the Jazz gun. And that's sort of a shame, but it's not just it's just a very minor complaint. So overall, I give him a 7 out of 10, mainly because of that head issue and because he's a repaint. Again, I love the repaint. You sign me up for a Porsche 935 Turbo anytime, I'll buy it. The car mode looks beautiful. I absolutely love the colors on it and probably will end up keeping him like that. I do want Toy Hacks to come out with a set for this, so if you're listening to Toy Hacks, which I highly doubt because all about 12 of you that actually watch to the end of this video, I appreciate that, by the way. I really would like to see a Toy Hack set for this because that's something I would do. I did that for my Jazz, so I would love it for this. And anyway, please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I don't know where I put that button at. I would add it after the video. So, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.